Hello, my friends, and happy Kai July. I'm so very excited to be sharing this with you today. We're looking at the Marvel Ultraman comic book series, The Rise of Ultraman. How cool is that? And what a great cover for the trade paperback. So great. Ultraman, I love that page there too. Ultraman is such a great concept, and it works perfectly for a comic book. It's so good. This is written by Kyle Higgins and Matt Groom. I've read books by both of them, and I've liked them very much. I'm not sure how much of this is written by who, but they together made a perfect cocktail of a fantastic comic. The art's by Francesco Manna, and it is beautiful throughout. We already took a look at this cover here. I'm going to go through this very briskly, but it starts out with this flashback to 1966. Moriboshi here making first contact with an Ultra, and then we flash forward to the current year of 2020, because this is a little bit of an older miniseries, and we're introduced to Kiki here. We learn about the Science Patrol. We are quickly thrust into the world of kaiju, learning that reality distorts around things, and it's drawn to negativeness and all that jazz. We end up meeting our good friend Shin here. I very much enjoy how they do these classified things too on the page, which is blacking out bits of text. Very fun. But this is a wonderful modern interpretation, retelling, reboot, however you want to call it. Taking the idea and the concept and the story of Ultraman and just bringing it forth into a modern comic book world. And I love it. It's so well done. It's a great standalone comic. You could hand this to somebody who just reads comic books, just reads superheroes, whatever, but they've never even heard of Tokusatsu or a kaiju. They don't know who Ultraman is. You could hand them this trade paperback, and they'd think it's just a kick-ass comic book. So, I mean that in the most complimentary way. They do a great job with it. The issue ends, that issue one ends with Shin merging, or I should say making contact and sort of merging with the Ultra right here. And what a cool cover this is too. I love how this cover is composed. That is just beautiful. That is wonderful. That looks like the sickest movie poster ever. You know what I'm saying? Oh, and just in that pose too. So good. I love that we got the ship up there, and you got to have a monster. But this issue's wonderful, and I love how it shows Shin and the Ultra just traveling through his memories and the mindscape and them communicating through thought. It's very well done, and I love how they have the Ultra communicating all the things that it understands that he does not really grasp. But we're introduced to the idea of Q a little bit. We learned there's some shenanigans going on with the Science Patrol, and that they're maybe not to be trusted, or there's something going on with them, and a little bit of going rogue. It's a fantastic story. Really fun. This is what I'm talking about right here, where the Ultra is communicating with him. I really liked how that was well done, and all the just overwhelming amount of text flooding him and him not being able to process the information. So cool. And this final page of the issue where the man and the Ultra become one right here, and the Ultra giving him the wheel, so to speak. Very awesome. And this cover right here is super cool too. But as you can see, there's an equal amount of people and talking heads and monster action. But each issue does feature a bit of monster fighting in it. You don't get a single issue without any monster stuff going, which is appreciated, because when you're checking into something like this, you don't mind a heavy amount of story and development, but you want to see your cool fights too. I don't know about you, but that's part of the reason I'm reading a comic book like this. And this is rad, just that full page of him doing the blast. I love that. So very cool. th- this cover's really nice. I love that. Let's just look at that a little closer. But this book is a whole lot of fun to read. I read it over the weekend, and then I reread it again right before doing the review, just because I wanted to. And it's that much fun, and yeah, why not? Look, let's look at that cover too. That cover is really rad. But like, where's your eye drawn towards? The final page or the cover there? I'm just loving that page. But both are cool. And then we get this cover right here. That's real awesome. Very, very sick. And I love this double page of him jumping down and getting big. And boom! Look at that. He just knocked that sucker. That's so awesome. This is a wonderful trade paperback. I highly recommend it. It's still available. You can pick it up in stores right now or order it online. It's still in print. I had so much fun with this. If you like Ultraman at all, you're going to have a great time with this comic book, as long as you can be okay with it not being 100% faithful retelling of an original thing. You know what I'm saying? And if you're just a superhero comic book fan, I give this the highest praise, because it's a kick-ass superhero origin, and it introduces a lot of cool, fun concepts that are just a blast to look at on the page. And I'll tell you what's even more exciting is there's 2 more trade paperbacks of this miniseries, and I wish it was a ongoing. I love how the final page of this series here is Ultraman breaking open the prison the kaiju are living in, so that all of them imprint on him at once. Like, what a heroic sacrifice. So cool. I love it. Great way to finish it off. Except, oh wait, the actual final page is this right here, which is a little bit of a stinger for the next series. So, you know, that's pretty cool. Then we get the some variant cover right here, and these fun little PSA cartoons for the United Science Patrol here, which are really fun. We get a couple more after this bonus comic. This was phenomenal. This is art by Ed McGuinness, and it's just wonderful. I love it. This was a total blast, and this is all about Q way back in the day. Very fun. A wonderful way to end the trade paperback with this short little comic. And then we get a couple more of these Kaiju Step PSAs, which are very cute. And this, I guess, advertisement promo piece for the next miniseries, and what you can expect from it. Another one of those, and more bonus covers. Very cool. I love that guy's stuff. This action figure cover is really weird, but I dig it. I love that one with Spider-Man. That's cool because it's a Marvel comic, so why not? And this is so cool. I love that. That's so radical. Of course it is. Look at that. It's Arthur Adams. That guy just is the best. Like, this is so good. It catches my eye. But as soon as I turn the page, my attention is drawn right here. This is just amazing. So cool. Imagine that hanging on your wall. This is awesome. I'm loving the style going on with that. That's real neat. And this is real fun too. Oh, E.J. Su. I always see him doing kaiju stuff. Yeah, that's a real good one with the Red King there. I like that. This is a bummer, though. I wish they gave give us one more page and give each of those a full page. Come on, guys. But very cool. Then we get this fun little biography on the creator of Ultraman. A couple variant photo covers. And the back right here is an advertisement for Ultraman on YouTube. So that's pretty cool. But I'm very excited. I just read that they announced a Ultraman versus Avengers miniseries that's coming out later. So that's going to be super exciting and fun. We just got Godzilla and Kong versus the Justice League. So then Ultraman versus Avengers. How neat. But there's also this trade paperback, The Trials of Ultraman. And there's this trade paperback, The Mystery of the Ultra 7. And they are also really awesome, and I'm sure I'll go over these with you at some point. But if you like this, I highly recommend you check it out. And I also recommend checking out those other two as well, because they're just as fun. But thank you for going over this with me, and just enjoying a bunch of Kaiju Ultraman goodness in comic book form. We'll see you tomorrow for Kaiju July.